Good evening. This regular meeting of August 12, 2024 of Dubuque Community School District Board of Education is called to order. Our mission is to develop world-class learners and citizens of character in a safe and inclusive learning community. Roll call, please.
Bradley.
Here.
Hamel.
Here.
Jacobitz Kazire.
Here.
Jones. Parks.
Here.
Sansi.
Here.
Whitman.
Here. We will start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I move the Board of Education approve the agenda as submitted.
Second. It's been moved and seconded that the Board of Education approve the agenda as submitted. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries.
I move the Board of Education approve the minutes of the regular meeting on July 15th, 2024, and August 5th, 2024, as submitted.
Second. It's been moved and seconded that the Board of Education approve the minutes of the regular meeting of July 15th, 2024, and August 5th, 2024, as submitted. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Right. That brings us to a few board salutes that are around the table. And could we start with you, Mr. Hamel?
Thank you. First off, a board salute goes to St. Mark's Youth Enrichment for the support they provide families and students through their annual school supply drive. This year, St. Mark's aims to provide school supplies for approximately 3,600 students across our area who are in need. This is an amazing show of support from volunteers and organizations across the community. We've always said that our schools are strong because of the community we live in that rallies around the students and their families, and this effort only further exemplifies that. Thanks to St. Mark Youth Enrichment and all who support this initiative.
I would just like to add, I went down and helped bag up the kindergarten supplies, and wow, they have a rotation, and they've got it down to a science, and it's great to see all the volunteers in the community as well. So I echo what Dirk said. It's great for our families and our students, so thanks.
Mr. Sansi.
Seems like this is just going to align with St. Mark's and many other community partners who hosted the 10th annual Back to School Bash on August 3rd at Autumn Elementary. And so the Back to School Bash is designed to bring a variety of nonprofits together to connect with families to ensure that they have the tools and resources that they need to start the school year. And so we had over 600 families just out there. Big kudos to all those who helped organize the event. I want to give a special shout out to our administrative staff, the AEA, and all of the other just partners who came together to just help out with that. It was just a beautiful event. I also want to share two stories, if you don't mind, of something that I saw personally. The teachers were outside connecting with the family, saying, "Hey, how's it going? It's really good to see you." And just to see the students who came up and just hugging the principals, because it's been a long summer, that was priceless to see for me. And another situation where I'm assuming a caring adult in the community came up to me and said, "Hey, is this the place where you can go to find a job? I'm looking to be a para." And I said, "Absolutely." I walked her all the way to Amy and her team, and right away, just the whole team just came, wrapped our arms around her, and walked her through all of the process. So just truly, again, want to thank all of those internally, the administrative staff, our union, who provided a variety of book bags. I think they scaled from what they did last year, multiple book bags for families. It was just beautiful to see. So thank you to all those externally who helped out, and most importantly, the staff internally who went out there and connected with the families.
Another great event to support families and kids. Thank you.
So I have a board salute in the same vein of that about the mobile registration, which was over the last few weeks, and there's actually one more event to go. So over the last couple weeks, teams of district representatives were hitting the street with the outreach bus to register families, share information about job opportunities, and just make connections in the community. From stops at various schools to the weekend farmers market, we really love reaching out to the community and making those connections. There's going to be one more stop, and that's tomorrow from 1 to 3 p.m. at Irving Elementary School. So that's where you can register kids at Irving. You can actually register kids for any of our schools, I believe, at that event. And if you are interested in a job, that's a great place to connect. So thanks to the district team members who are making this possible to make it as easy as possible for the families in our district. Also thanks to the DRA, which provided the funding to make this outreach vision a reality.
Just one comment, my apologies, I'm trying to read my scrabbles. It's, my handwriting's real small, but I wanted to clarify in my notes, it is the Dubuque Education Association. I said AEA, it's supposed to be DEA. But again, Tammy's back here, and again, they just scaled the amount of resources that they were able to provide our residents, well-deserved. Thank you to you and your team, and I know you guys are gonna continue to figure out what to do next year to make the back to school better. And so thank you.
More backpacks with unicorns on them, right? We ran out of those right away.
Popular choice. All right, thank you.
I move the Board of Education suspend the rules of order and go into open forum.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that the Board of Education suspend the rules of order and go into open forum. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. If there's anyone who wishes to address the board, you can do so at this time. We ask that you state your full name, your connection to the district, and that you limit your comments to 3 minutes using the timer provided.
Seeing none, I move the Board of Education reinstate the rules of order and return to regular session.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that the Board of Education reinstate the rules of order and return to regular session. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries.
I move that the Board of Education approve those items listed in the consent agenda.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that the Board of Education approve those items listed in the consent agenda. Is there any item we would like to have pulled?
I would personally like to pull the personnel report. I would like to formally introduce you to Becky Fellenzer. Becky's here at the board meeting tonight, and Becky is our new Director of Student Services. And so Becky's been a counselor at Hempstead High School for the past 15 years, and so she's been part of our district for quite some time. So we are just thrilled to have Becky join our leadership team here at the forum and see what she can do as she spreads her wings throughout the whole community. So Becky, welcome, and congratulations on your new position.
Welcome.
Congratulations.
Welcome. Thank you.
Awesome. I don't know, we're going to clap. We didn't clap. Well, welcome. We had a little awkward clap moment. All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Okay. So that brings us to our Facilities and Support Services Committee report from Ms. Whitman.
Okay, I will summarize our Facilities and Support Services Committee meeting that we held on August 2nd. And we got an update from Dan Wellick from Assured Partners, updating the committee on the changes of insurance coverage and premiums. Usually things go up, so we look at the experts to tell us where we can save on premiums and where it's going to cost more, but that's affecting everyone, including the district. We had a review of employment agreements that we have some motions that we're going to be reading with the food service employee group, the truck driver and mechanic employees, bus driver and bus attendant employees. So all of those had agreed, and their total package, increased package, was from 2.52% to 2.55. And those were the last bargaining groups that we needed to go get approved. Update on district projects. Senior high school is 99.9% done. Woo! So they're going to be done when school starts. There's just a little punch list that they might be working on this fall and through the winter, but otherwise they're basically done. Sageville Elementary Solar Project, it's all up. They're just monitoring the Alliant invoices to verify the energy savings and to ensure Sageville comes off the demand metering system. So this will not be finalized, the closeout is not till 2025 because the solar panels are working, it's just that they're looking at the energy savings to make sure that we're having the savings that we planned on. So that'll be 2025 before that's all closed out and we get the retainage back with the final closeout. Lincoln Elementary School. 95% of the equipment is there, and the main part of the asphalt will be completed when school starts. Plans have been made to have students access the play equipment and asphalt work when it's completed. So that's a new play area at Lincoln, completely new. Preschool renovation project, crews are finishing waxing the floors this week, which happened probably a week ago, and Monday, which was yesterday, they were going to be turned over to the district, this space was. So we're all excited to see it. That's a Seedlings preschool on the west end of town. And there'll be a ribbon cutting in September. Audubon Playground replacement, 85% of the equipment is up and mulch is being put down. So that'll be completed by the time school starts. Eisenhower Gym project, preliminary design is complete and working with the principal. Anticipated late fall or early winter for drawings to be completed, and the project will start in the spring of 2025 and usable, completed, because we are adding gym space and AC by the fall of 26. Bids are anticipated to be here by this fall. Irving Mechanical Remodel Project, HVAC components are currently being looked at to do initial drawings. Drawings are coming together and working with the DNR to look at the design, addressing issues with underground mines on this property. I hear there's a lot of mines in the Irving underground, so they really had to be careful where they dig and where they put everything. Transportation siding replacement, we have a motion for that, and the bid opening was on July 30th, and they'll start work on August 14th this week. And all the bids came in under the estimated cost. So we were happy about that. Synergistics, all schools, that's our energy safety that we're, setting back everything, turning things off when we're not in use. So all the schools will start on August 12th with setbacks, and they had a really good summer, and looking forward to the fall. So hopefully we don't have too much hot weather that we have to turn the thermostats up. But that's not in our control. Kevin Kelleher discussed the committee, the 10-year facility plan, and we review that annually. We do a 10-year facility plan, but we do look at it every year, so we can make some changes if we choose to. And this is all on buildings. It has to do not with the educational, it's the buildings and grounds. So there's always updates, there's on rotation for fixing equipment and roofs, all of those things are on rotation, but there's another column that's future project priorities that the district has and the school board has. So on that list, which can change, but this is what we have now, is a middle school consolidation project, air conditioning for all remaining schools, future property purchase for an elementary school, not sure where, but we were looking down the road for that. And Valentine Park, to be determined. We own property there. And high school baseball, softball competition area. So those are our plans, that we're always going to continue to stay in tune with. We had with Kevin Kelleher, we also had an update on the project recast for a physical plant and equipment levy and save funds. And he gave us a history of the Pebble and save funds from 2014 all the way to 2024. And other items that we discuss is a DARE program that we do in our middle schools. We have SROs in our middle schools and high schools, so those officers are going to take over the project of teaching the DARE to the students. So we're not dropping DARE, that's still going to be implemented, but we're going to have the officers that are in the schools. We won't have a special officer just for DARE. All the officers will be teaching that. And that is our update on the facilities.
Motions?
And motions, yes, sorry, thank you. I move the Board of Education approve the agreement with the food service employees as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that the Board of Education approve the agreement with the food services employees as presented. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries.
I move the Board of Education approve the agreement with the truck drivers and mechanics employees as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that the Board of Education approve the agreement with the truck drivers and mechanics employees as presented. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries.
I move the Board of Education approve the agreement with the bus drivers and attendants employees as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that the Board of Education approve the agreement with the bus drivers and attendance employees as presented. Is there any discussion?
I would just like to add that I really appreciate the work that Ryan Cool and Kevin Kelleher and their team did around negotiations. And I'm really thankful that we were able to go through that mediation, have some open and honest conversations with some of our employees, and come to a really good agreement and be able to move forward so we're ready for this upcoming school year. So I appreciate your work on that, and I appreciate the collaboration between the employees and the negotiating team. So thanks so much for that.
To be clear, the bus drivers are getting a raise, right?
Yeah.
With this agreement. And so that was great for all of us to hear because I think it pulled at our heartstrings. We want to make sure they're fairly compensated.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Okay,
Amy.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries.
I move the Board of Education approve the executed construction contract, bonds, and certificate of insurance with Tricon General Construction for the transportation building improvements project in the amount of $370,000.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that the Board of Education approve the executed construction contract, bonds, and certificate of insurance with Tricon General Construction for the transportation building improvements project in the amount of $370,000. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? That motion carries.
And the last motion I have, I move the Board of Education approve the 10-year facility plan as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that the Board of Education approve the 10-year facility plan as presented. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? That motion also carries. Thank you, Ms. Whitman. That brings us to our Educational Programs and Policy Committee report from Ms. Bradley.
Thanks, Dr. Parks. I'm happy to make the report tonight on behalf of the committee chairperson, Katie Jones, who's not able to be here tonight. We began the meeting, which was held on August 7th, last Wednesday at 4 o'clock in the boardroom here. And Superintendent Hawkins brought to us the Iowa Association of School Board priorities for legislation in the upcoming session. Here we are talking about January already, but that's how it rolls. And it's the time of year when we, as a district, bring input together among ourselves about legislative priorities and then send that to Iowa Association of School Boards for them to merge together with the other districts to set the priorities for the year legislatively. In other words, what will our lobbyists work to try to accomplish on behalf of the kids in our school district? And we also bring that focus on those things as we work on our improvement. So Superintendent Hawkins worked with her cabinet, and they brought to the board 8 legislative priorities. They are student achievement, preschool, mental health, teacher recruitment and licensure, supplemental state aid, unfunded mandates, school funding policy, and bond issues. Within each of those are a series of issues that if you're interested in them, we can certainly provide that information to you. Then after the board received those and supported those priorities, we added one more, which was the private school choice as an additional priority. So the board then will send those on now to Iowa Association of School Boards to put together with the other districts around the state. Then we moved on to priority initiatives for the strategic plan. You may know that our previous strategic plan, a 5-year plan, which became a 6-year plan with our new superintendent arriving at that time, has sunsetted, and we're in the process of creating and operationalizing a new 5-year plan, which looks at what are our targets for district-wide improvement. That's the whole focus of the strategic plan. What's the map for that? And so Superintendent Hawkins brought us 5 priority initiatives. I'll just read them quickly so you know what they are. And we'll have many more things coming forward to share with the community about each of those as we move into the school year. First priority, strengthen and systematize how the district tracks, monitors, and shares student progress toward graduation. Priority 2, enhance instructional practices through dedicated focus on student growth and progression toward grade level standards. Priority 3, enhance fundamental structures in place to reduce barriers to student learning. Priority 4, update the district's 10-year capital facility plan with a focus on the student experience and financial efficiencies. Priority 5, enhance the overall staff recruitment and retention systems in our district. So we're very pleased to receive those recommendations for priority improvement initiatives, and the next thing will be to start to put flesh on those bones and get those plans in order. Then throughout the school year, Superintendent Hawkins will bring to the board and therefore to the community updates, data related to progress in each of those priority areas, as well as what are the action steps that are taking in place and moving forward to accomplish each of those priority initiatives. So thank you, Superintendent, for that good work. Then we moved on to policies. We had 6 policies before us. As at each of our meetings, we consider a chunk of policies in our quest to always be moving towards a 5-year review of all policies for renewal and revision if needed. So that happened. And the other thing that I particularly am excited about, I'm not much of an historian, but I found it very interesting as a lifelong Dubuque Community School District person, not lifelong, adult long. It feels like lifelong. Right. And that is that our good friends at Loras College have a wonderful place called the Center for Dubuque History. And if you're not aware of it, it's a treasure trove of information about our community. And so what a thrill for us to be able, with Carrie Moss, our board secretary's leadership, to take us into an agreement with the Loras College folks at the Center for Dubuque History, which is located on the library at Loras College, and to take all of our former board minutes and summaries of actions. And I asked Carrie if I could share just the look of the first book with you. There are 77 of them. That's a lot of historic books to have, and they'll be on display, right, Carrie, and available for people to view. And look at this. Isn't that just a cool thing? This says Dubuque Community School District Minutes, February 7th, 1856 to May 12th, 1858. And there are 77 of these books. You open it and everything is handwritten, and it's the permanent record of our district Board of Education actions on behalf of the students of this community in our public system. So just a suggestion that if you like that kind of thing in a while, they're not there yet, we're still in the transaction, but thanks to Carrie's good work with them, we're going to be able to have those available for the community to see. All handwritten until 1929, and they became typewritten at that point, so.
I am so
Very
excited
fun.
about this. I mean, I am
Yeah.
a history nerd and
Are
I
you?
work at Loris, so I'm like very excited. I'm
taking your
hoping I can get
breaks in the
students in
library.
there to do
Yeah.
some research on what our, what the board was talking about and what they were doing in the past. I mean, it's such a great opportunity to have that available to the
Yeah.
community, so love
Absolutely.
it.
Mr. Hamill was starting to peek into this book and start to read it, and it was just fascinating, just the couple of things that you pulled out, and so, anyway, enough gushing about that. We're very pleased to thank those at Loris College who are making this happen, and Carrie for her leadership and just so you know, we have digitized copies of everything. Our Director of Tech, Kobe Culbertson, and Carrie have worked to see that we have everything digitized for availability here. So, anyway, that's that. Our next meeting will be held, of the Educational Programs Policy Committee, will be held on September 11th. If you care to join us, you're always welcome. It happens at 4 o'clock. It's always on the first Wednesday, or pretty much always the first Wednesday. This time it'll be happening at Seedlings Preschool, our new beautiful preschool building, which is formerly the Medline Building, out on Chavanel Road, just off of the Northwest Highway. So I believe it's ribbon cutting time.
That is, yeah.
Amy?
Yeah.
So if you care to be a part of that time, come join us on September 11th at 4 o'clock. So I have two motions to bring forward for the board's consideration. The first has to do with the Iowa Association of School Board legislative priorities. I move that the Board of Education approve the 2024-2025 Iowa Association of School Board legislative priorities as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that the Board of Education approve the 2024-2025 IASB legislative priorities as presented. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries.
My second and last motion has to do with the gift of the historic record books to Loris College. I move that the Board of Education approve the donation by gift agreement of historic and obsolete board meeting record books to Loris College for use and display at the Center for Dubuque History.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that the Board of Education approve the donation by gift agreement of historic and obsolete board meeting record books to Loris College for use and display at the Center for Dubuque History. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Bradley. That brings us to new business.
I move that the Board of Education approve the resolution directing the sale and issuance of school infrastructure sales, services, and use tax revenue bonds, and approve the official statement.
Second. What's the roll call? Second.
It's been moved and seconded that the Board of Education approve the resolution directing the sale and issuance of school infrastructure sales, services, and use tax revenue bonds, and approve the official statement. Is there any discussion? Do we need to explain anything about that, Kevin, or what? I put you on the spot, Kevin. Let's just talk about it.
So these bonds are for the construction of the gymnasium at Eisenhower, along with the secured entrance and a couple additional classrooms at that particular facility, as well as the mechanical improvements that we want to have done at Irving. So this sales of these sales tax bonds will pay for that construction. The repayment of the bonds comes from the sales tax revenue that we collect. So it doesn't have any property tax piece of that.
Great, thank you. Roll call vote.
Bradley?
Aye.
Hamel?
Aye.
Jacobitz Kazire?
Aye.
Jones? Parks?
Aye.
Sancy?
Aye.
Whitman?
Aye. That motion carries.
I move the Board of Education allow student 1795673147 to re-enter the Dubuque Community School District effective August 13th, 2024.
Second.
It's Been moved and seconded that the Board of Education allows student number 1795673147 to re-enter the Dubuque Community School District effective August 13th, 2024. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. Is there any other board member or administrative issue?
I just wanted to say that we're excited to have everybody back. The summer's officially over for most people in the district. On Thursday, we will have our kickoff, which is down at the Imon Ice Arena, which will start around 10:30 in the morning. So we're excited to kick that off with our certified staff. And then our students come back on August 23rd. So
Yay.
Orientation day will be the 22nd, of August. For those that are going into 6th grade and 9th grade, and then elementary does some things with orientation. And then officially, the first day back is the 23rd. So we're excited to get everybody back.
I can tell you what, my son received his classes today, and all of his friends are texting back and forth. What class are you in? What class are you in? Are we in the same class? So
That's an
it's
exciting day.
Everyone's getting excited.
They want to know what house they're in.
Yep.
So, yeah, very exciting day.
Thank you, Amy. Anything else? All right, there's not a thunderstorm outside, but we still got done pretty fast tonight. We are adjourned.